Hey everyone, Koyo here. So, I've been wanting to do this for years, a Xenogears an analytical playthrough. So, a little bit Resonant Arcs Xenogears analysis while also being a playthrough at the same time. Because there's just no way I can play through this game and not get into discussion about a lot of the amazing things about Xenogears. Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, Friedrich Nietzsche, alchemic, symbolism. Um, eh, there's so much, and I did not record the intro for you guys accidentally. That's on the stream only, so I'm retroactively fitting it in here. So for those of you who are here for just a playthrough, I'm sorry, this is not for you. I'm gonna be stopping on a lot of story scenes and explaining a lot of details. So yeah, if you're here for a playthrough, no, this isn't it. But it is a playthrough. It's just there's going to be a lot of stops, less gameplay, more talking. Um, for those of you who are philosophically crazy and analytical like I am, uh, in the comments, leave your discussion there, and we can talk and talk about the symbolisms and all that stuff, as well as if anyone is very knowledgeable. Like there's so much more knowledgeable people than myself for Xenogears. Please answer their questions. Let's spread the philosophy. Let's spread the info. Let's spread the fun and amazingness of Xenogears. But I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I just hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm doing this for me because I am insane. No, I'm joking. But I also have one thing I can cover that Resonant Arc does not, and that is the medical psychological side of Fei Fong Wang, the main character. So I do have some things to go into in there, as well as a correction to make on a diagnosis that they make on Fei, which was somewhat incorrect to a degree. At first, I was like, oh, okay, but now that I know a little bit more than I used to, due to it being a specialty of mine, yeah. Anyway, that aside, I'm retroactively including the intro. We're gonna get to that, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you guys to check out Resonant Arc's Xenogears analysis. It is absolutely worth it if you want to learn more about Xenogears, and absolutely worth it if you plan on playing through Xenogears yourself. Without further ado, let's get the show started. So rather than starting a new game, we can just let it, stay there for a few seconds and we get the intro. I am the Alpha and Omega. I'm the beginning and the end. I am the first and the last. So that's just a quote Revelation 1322 or something. I don't know much. This is the part stuff I can't go into. That's why I suggested Resonant Arc. What I do want to focus on though is just things to keep in mind from this segment that they show. It's revisited later, it's explained later, so I'm not going to spoil too much because as I'm doing this playthrough, I'm also avoiding spoilers and only talking about things when they actually become relevant, and I try to discuss what I can that I'm allowed to be, until the game actually explains it more physically, then I could go into even more depth. But we have a ship, and actually there's an element here. When I first saw the Xenoblade X intro on Wii U, I remember being like, wait, is this like a weird Xenogears spiritual thing? Like, what is going on here? Because there's like a weird similar element, it's not really the same.
Level 1.
So,
Omega 1 restarting. Alpha 1 genome restructuring. Confirming exon replacement.
Omega 1 restarted. Sorry, I paused the wrong thing there. I want to pause. Omega 1 restarted, Alpha 1 genome restructured. So, it's interesting that it has those terms, or not terms, but it's using alpha and omega already in, that we just saw as like this weird quote that they put in the beginning, this weird biblical quote on whatever this object we're looking at is something to do with its genome, right? It's the beginning and the end. And that's going to play a element later. So we're not literally looking at the quote itself and how it works. We're oops, sorry for bumping my mic, but what we're really trying to take from this, and this is how you want to look at Xenogears. So I'm just giving you the tools to like how Xenogears kind of uses these concepts, right? essentially you want to look at this as in relation to a character's purpose or their actions or even something transformative about them. It's a little bit hard to explain, and I have to wait a long time before they show like how they use Sigmund Freud and id, ego, superego in a very impressive and awesome way. But what's going on here I can't go into too much detail about because of law spoilers, so let's keep it going.
Alpha 1 to raise your central. Access confirmed. Initializing fake net. Disconnected.
And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to show the whole
Emergency shelter.
cutscene because there's the rest of everything
Denied.
else.
Contamination
So.
is spreading widely. Captain.
Cut off the cables manually.
Roger.
So they tried to
Activating
stop the
self-destruct
contamination by cutting the cables.
bolts. Confirming.
Guess
No,
what?
Nothing happened. Omega 1, they are attacking.
Too bad. It's
Can't
connected
stop.
anyway,
98%
even with
of our
them
weapons
cutting
have
off
been
the
taken
cables
over.
manually.
The autopilot system Faust has been accessed.
Autopilot's
Its
been
space logic is
accessed.
being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing. An internal plane is forming. Switching to space displacement mode.
Alpha 1, confirming transfer of coordinate codes. Coordinates input, coordinate NX128, EZ061, the main planet.
Damn. So they're planning on attacking. Engine.
So essentially, this thing is now putting them on a crash course for a very specific place. And they explained what the whole purpose of this ship and its crew was later. We'll get to it. For now, all you just got to know is there's a ship, there's something taking over the ship, and they tried to evacuate. They try. I didn't say they evacuated. They tried. And the ship, you know, now taken over by whatever this thing is, shot them all down. It has taken over. So the captain does the only thing he can do. Which, so I want to talk about this scene for a quick moment. Let me pause on something. So, just to supposedly, this character might look like someone. I'm not going to say who. In the comments, please mention a spoiler if you mention who. But I'm just going to say right now, it's not that person. There are differences between that they look similar, okay? They look similar, but this is not that person, apparently. That's apparently the case. It's not that person. It looks like them, but it's not them. It really isn't. Because I can't say spoiler thing, but the person you're thinking about is not in this picture. Let's just put it that way. You're looking in the wrong place if you think that person is this person. But yeah, so the captain does the only thing he can do, right? He decides, well, the best thing to do, yeah, you gotta self-destruct the ship. I don't blame him. It's the only thing. It's a hopeless affair. He's probably gonna die anyway being on that ship. And it's the only thing to perhaps help minimize the damage that goes to the Earth. Or not the Earth, but the planet. But here's an important factor to pay attention to here. Right there. Oops. Can't reach all the way over there, but right there sitting on the soil person. And keep in mind their hair color. They're going to explain exactly who this is and what is any of this, okay? They're going to get into it. Okay, and there's a few things that fell down. I didn't manage to catch that, I'm sorry. But the main thing is that person to keep in mind. It's going to bite you in the ass later. Just a few things to keep in mind. That's it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as all the other stuff we're about to get to in a second. The continent of Ignis in the northern hemisphere of our world. On this, the largest continent, a war has been raging between two countries for hundreds of years. In the north of the continent lies the Kislev Empire, and in the south lies the desert kingdom of Abe. The war has gone on for so long that the people have forgotten the cause, knowing only the pointless circle of hostility and tragedy. Oh yeah, so I just pressed the record button. I should have recorded the opening maybe. But remember, a ship, a woman with purple hair, and something went awry on the ship and was killing everyone. So the guy self-destructed the ship. Just remember those three things. It becomes important later I'm not going to say anything about it now because that would be a big spoiler. But we are getting an exposition right off the... I'm trying not to do that. Okay, there we go. We're getting an exposition right off the bat with the game. It's laying down the surface. The thing is, none of this is gonna matter to the player, but they do want you to take notes on it or remember it, because this is actually all super important. But at the same time, when you play through at a base level, you kind of relearn this stuff anyway, but this stuff also bites you in the ass. So remember that, right now we're on the continent of Ignis, and the Northern Hemisphere. It's the largest continent, and the main things to remember is Kislev versus Ave, okay? They've been at war. They have no idea why they're at war anymore. They just hate each other now. This has been going on for so long. So remember that. That's important. We're going to come into that. The chronic war obsession was soon to encounter a devastating change. This was due to the ethos, remember this term, an institution that preserves our world's culture, repairing tools, and weapons excavated from the ruins of an ancient civilization. At once, both countries excavated these ruins and had the ethos repair the discoveries in order to increase their military power. So the ethos, they specialize in culture, history, and these tools from long time ago. Remember the ethos. Very important. They come up a lot. But this might be bringing some red flags, okay? Something to relate to real life, perhaps. The various weapons excavated from the ruins greatly changed the form of warfare. The outcome of the battles between the two countries was no longer determined by man-to-man combat, but by gears. Giant humanoid fighting machines, we'll just say mecha, okay? That were obtained from deep within the ruins. So imagine, the ethos is like in charge of helping people understand this stuff. And these things, now that they've excavated these tools, these big things known as gears, which are mechas, that's being used to fight wars now. So mechas are fighting wars. They used to fight on ground, not anymore. It's all done with mecha. Eventually, after continuous swings in the state of the war, Kislev gained the upper hand. The major factor behind this lay in the enormous difference in the amount of resources buried within the ruins. But suddenly a mysterious military force appeared in the continent of Ignis, called Gebler. This force decided to make contact with Ave. So remember Gebler and Ave. They made contact with one another. They're probably going to explain a little bit. This is going to come back. Gebler's highly important as well. Very important. Remember that word. Now, you're probably not going to remember it, but don't worry. They're going to say it a lot anyway. But, Gebler and Ave, and then, Kislev, which was against Ave, gained the upper hand. Remember this. So Kislev was winning. And then, now here comes Gebler, right? And that's because of the resources in the ruins, why Kislev was being able to fight back. With the assistance of this Gebler military force, Ave was able to recover from being hopelessly outnumbered to being back on even standing with Kislev. Then, taking further advantage of its newly gained momentum, Ave started to capture one territory after another from Kislev, showing no indication of slowing down in their invasion campaign. So all of a sudden, here comes this Gebler force. They team up with Ave. They're like, here, we'll help you out. And now they're poning Kislev. What's going on? What? How are they so suddenly kicking ass? Well, that's what you're gonna find out later. That's it. So, two forces are fighting against each other. That's the main thing. The remote village of Lahan, the outskirts of Ave. So on the outskirts of Ave. So away from all this, it's remote. Oh, uh-oh. This is where it all begins. Big uh-oh. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Ba, 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 da, boom. Boom, boom, ba, 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 ba. Oh, okay, sorry. Damn you! So what's really interesting about this opening is we're already getting right into things, which is possibly a little odd. Like, whoa, what's going on? What, why is there a village being attacked? And what? Yeah! We get to see a little, like, mecha combat. That's one down? Where's the others? We see a dude on the right there. He gets back up. What's going on? What on earth are you? No matter how often I knock you down, you still get up. Hey! Stop! You must not fight here! Ugh. Boy, are you persistent. Damn it. How come? Why did it have to come to this? Why indeed? Well, we're gonna find out soon. We're gonna find out soon, clearly. Because, imagine, why did it have to come to this? Pan away. Oh, right. What did they pan to? Okay, looks like a fire. Well, what do we... Whoa, okay. What's this? What's this? Oh. Painting. Ba-dum. Na 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 na. Okay. Whew. That about does it. All right. Now for a short break. So let's actually start off by taking a look at the paintings. You can actually look at these paintings, which is pretty cool. And we can look at all the paintings he's done. So he has like a cute one of like, some nature over here. And then what's this he's got here? Looks pretty abstract. A little bit of red and a little bit of black. I don't know if that's supposed to be rubedo and nigredo, perhaps. Alchemy, maybe. I don't know. Someone's dealing with their PTSD. Oh, that's funny. Oh wow, that's a pretty sight. Looks like it's from a mountain view. Okay. So, like Chrono Trigger. So, this is kind of a funny thing. I feel like there's sections in here where Chrono Trigger was a little more prevalent. Grabbing money from under your bed is a very Chrono Trigger thing, which even returns in Chrono Cross. This was originally meant to be the sequel to Chrono Trigger. So there's certain names that come up from, from Chrono Trigger and whatnot, which is kind of funny. Melchior, Balthazar, those are all names that reappear, but in what capacity, you'll see, because it gets kind of changed a little bit. Hello, Faye, you're looking well today. My, how time flies. Why, it's already been 3 years since you came to our village. When they first saw you brought in all bloody and soaken, to tell you the truth, they didn't think you were going to make it. And that strange masked man who carried you here that day, do you think that maybe he was your real father? Don't you remember anything? Why, they say you had terrible nightmares and constantly called out to your father. So if you don't talk to this lady, you're never going to see this scene. Very important scene, mind you. This is all the important. In fact, this is like downright one of the top 10 most important scenes. Who is it? Who is it? Who are you? What? You want me to look after this boy? Boy! Oh yeah, I'm playing on DuckStation. I actually I've held on to my Xenogears discs, and I'm playing on DuckStation because, this is the only emulator that actually doesn't crash on a certain boss battle. If you play it on EPSC, there's a crash that's, I don't know how to solve it. Actually, there's an earlier crash that can happen on that. If you play it on PS3, it has a crash. If you play it on PS2, it has a crash. But now you're so healthy and strong. Wait, I'm gonna just right back real quickly. Okay. You know, Faye, I'm sure that our village chief thinks of you as his own grandson. Not having any family for all those years, and living on his own for oh so long. That's why he cares so very dearly about you. Oh yeah, just like Chrono Trigger, you can walk around while people are talking. Please, never do anything that would break his poor old heart. You promise me that, Faye? So, what if I told you all the dialogue in here, in this very moment, actually somehow matters in a weird way, a weird roundabout way that I'll discuss later. But just remember some of the things people say here. Hello there, Faye. Our Timothy is a really lucky boy to be able to marry such a beautiful girl like Alice. I hope you come up with some embarrassing tales to tell in your speech. Ha ha ha! I don't know whether to be happy or sad. Tomorrow, our little Alice is going to become someone's wife. I knew this day would come. This is the worst part of bringing up a little girl. Oh, it's you, Faye. We're in the middle of discussing Timothy and Alice's wedding arrangements. Hey, why don't you bring a girlfriend or two home once in a while? Just because you live with an old man like me doesn't mean you have to hold back now, you hear? Why, when I was young as you are, it seemed like every day I would... never mind. Now, we still have important things to discuss, so don't you get in the way now. Okay. Yo, hi there, Faye. Sorry for us all using your house like this. But we have to talk about the big day tomorrow with the village chief. Yeah, tomorrow, huh? Your wedding with Alice. Now that is a big day. Yeah, right. But it still hasn't hit me as reality, though. Hey, Timothy. I just want to thank both you and Alice. 3 years ago, I woke up in this village without a trace of my memory. Didn't know who I was, where I'd been, or what I'd been doing up until that day. I couldn't recall a single thing. Very important. Very, very important. This is important all the way up to, like, near the end of the game, or disc 2 or whatever. Like, this is all so important. Despite that, you and Alice sympathized with me and encouraged me to go on. If the two of you hadn't been there for me, I don't know what would have become of me. Timothy, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now you and Alice had better live happily ever after. Huh, quit it, will ya? You don't have to go and get all mushy on me. Anyway, to me it feels like I've always been friends with you friends with you ever since we were kids. And we'll go on being friends forever, right? Of course! Oh yeah, Faye, could you stop by and check on Alice? I still have stuff to discuss with my old man and the village chief. But I'm sure he'll be glad to give you some company. Whoops. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Anyway, I'll see you later. Oh, and I'm really looking forward to the ceremony tomorrow. Alright. So, there are some important things to gather from the village as well, before we even... Oh! So, there you are! Faye, I have some I have to talk to you about something. Why, hello there, Dan. You have quite the, forehead today, as you do every day. Dan, don't be so rude. What's this barging in and all? Ah, Timothy's here too. Yeah, I don't know why they gave Dan the most, like, wild hairline. And, unfortunately, this character is also quite important, but luckily it's not something you have to remember. He'll make you remember him. Butt out, Timothy! Until you marry my sister, you have nothing to do with me at all. I just have some business here with my friend Faye. I really... Once you see his sister, you're gonna question how... Anyway. Yeah. Why is he both 4 and 40? That's my question. That's been my question forever. So anyway, Faye, I have something to talk to you about later. What is it, Dan? Sounds serious. Yeah, that's why I can't talk about it here. There's a certain person listening in who could cause us trouble. It's really important. We gotta talk, seriously, one-on-one, man-to-man. I'll be hanging around outside, so I'll see you later, okay? Be seeing you, Timothy. Take care of yourself until tomorrow. Loser! Like, I don't know, he literally looks like he's like, you know, like a little loser. Huh? What's up with him? As of tomorrow, I'm going to be that kid's brother-in-law. Ha! That part isn't going to be no honeymoon. So this is town. Man to Munchkin. Yeah, literally, man to Munchkin. That's, yeah. So, similar to Chrono Trigger, there's a lot to interact with here. A very, Guardia fare, if you do. Oops. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just cracking my neck there. Alice and Timothy's wedding, tomorrow is the talk of the town. I guess it's to be expected, though. It is one of life's biggest events. The women of the village are born, raised, married, and live the rest of their lives here. There must be some happiness in that, but I've been thinking from time to time. Sometimes I wish I were born a man, so I could travel the world and live an ever-changing life. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, that's weird! No, of course not. Actually, like, genuinely, no, of course not. Really? Do you mean it? I knew you'd say that for me, Faye. Here, this is my very own homemade Aquasol. Our bear cows love it. Try it out sometime. Received Aquasol, the choice of all bear cows. So this is just like a funny interaction, but this is your basic potion. Aquasols are just basic potions. We'll talk to her later, because there's more things to collect around. Oh, Faye, maybe you can help. Have you seen Dan? He's probably around here somewhere, getting up to his usual mischief. Alice was saying she needed him for something. How could a brat like him possibly be related to Alice? Oh, brother. And yeah, literally, how? That's what I wondered too. Like, there is so much that is like, it makes me question, like, did he get all the recessive genes or something? Like, what is going on there? No, I'm telling you, they are so different. It's like, Someone in the family, oops, sorry, don't waste perfectly good food like that. Finally, at my age, I've become able to live in peace. At this rate, I'll probably live 100 to 100. Yeah, so, you could step on the guy's food. Hey, I thought I told you not to step on my food. Like, there's all these weird little interactions that are just really appreciable. Insert liquid snake speech. Hello, Faye. Tomorrow's Alice and Timothy's big day. Isn't it exciting? I know Alice will make a lovely bride. Why did I go, I hope a handsome prince comes into my life soon. That end, when will he ever grow up? So if I remember in here, there's a very, okay, it was a different house. My husband's love for rock, paper, scissors, or RPS game is ruining us. Just recently, he even said he said he had a dream of receiving the hero title from the RPS king. If only someone could utterly defeat him to make him see reality, but he's just so good. So, we will deal with him in a bit. I'm just looking for a certain little cameo, which you might recognize the character. I think it was this, yes, this house. So, oh, who's that? Is that Luca? So, funny thing here, how much money do I have? 300. So, I'm just gonna use the save, but, Luca has some interesting things to tell you. I mean, it's fine, whatever happens after, but just to show you. Oh, good, good. You're lucky you came at just the right time. If it's about the memory cube, then don't hesitate to ask me. No one knows better than I do. How about it then? Want to hear me out? Yeah, okay. Alright, good show. That's the spirit. You're pretty smart for an artist. Now, open up those ears and carve every word I say into that tiny brain of yours. Okay, Luca. Okay, Luca. What are you doing here from Chrono Trigger anyway? But, once again, this game was meant to be a sequel to Chrono Trigger at one point in development. I'll begin by explaining how to save your adventure. Normally, you can open up the menu screen by pressing square. From there, you can select the file option and simply follow the directions to save. However, when you're in the town or a dungeon, you can only save at designated memory cube areas. Without a cube, you cannot save. Like, this is a lot of... Whoa! To make the long story short, this spinning... Oh! I wish I got to cat. I was gonna try and pause. You understand everything? Okay, well, I gotta... What? You didn't understand? Ah, gee. Well, alright, let me explain once more. Alright, this time, make sure you're listening. This spinning, bobbing thing here is a memory cube I just spoke about. Wait, I think I could go backwards on my stream and pause it. Let me... Oh, wait, is the stream looking okay for you? Is this, like... Is this blurry, or... It's probably lowering the quality because of reasons for me. Because I'm watching it back. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go back in the stream. So, she suddenly says, super fast, this... To make this, long story short, this bobbing, spinning thing is a memory cube, right? You must be cool, calm, and collected to superimpose yourself with it and boldly open the menu screen. If you accomplish that, you will be able to save successfully. You should always save without hesitation whenever you find one of these things in a dungeon. In life, you can never tell what may lie around the corner. So, just like a funny thing where she almost like, if you superimpose yourself, you know... I feel like the language there was almost condescending. If you superimpose yourself with it and boldly open the menu screen. Alright. Huh? Okay, let's fine. Okay, good. Fearlessly stand inside the cube's area and calmly and composedly, see, instead of superimpose and boldly, calmly and composedly open the menu screen. From there, you'll be able to save into a memory file as per normal. Especially in dungeons and other like areas, as soon as you should see one of these, you should save without hesitation. You never know what can happen next. So she does summarize what she says, but much more kindly. When outside in the world map, you can save anywhere you like. Probably, in parentheses. If you don't want to wind up crying later, make sure you save frequently, okay? So, that's it for my concise summary. You took it all in this time, didn't you? Well, even a 2-year-old Dongarian monkey could understand my fantastic explanation 120%, right? Jesus Christ! You are so condescending. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Or ho, 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 I'm such a genius. Alright, now for the explanation fee. It's 28 gold. 28 gold is a bargain considering you were able to receive such a perfect explanation from the likes of me. So come on, drop the excuses, be a man and pay up. Had 28 gold taken from you. Yes, thank you so much. No receipts given though. So a very silly interaction. Do you know that you can spin the world around with L1 and R1? I'm sure you'll see things you weren't able to see before. Explore the world by using your own eyes and ears. That is how you make the gains in your life truly your own. If you're lost, then then be lost. There's no need to rush, is there? Nor do you have to explore the world using someone else's maps. So this is kind of the tutorial house. When it comes to fighting techniques, I tend to be extremely fussy. I started to study up on them recently. How about it then? Want to hear about what I have to say? So this just teaches you how how you gain things. Abilities are gained via leveling up. Death blow skills are gained via pressing the button a certain amount of times, and once you have it enough times and you're at the required level, you'll automatically learn it, and so on and so forth. But yeah, we're gonna get the most important save item here by playing rock, paper, scissors. A simple rock, paper, scissors with this guy. I need some kind of risk to make things interesting against such an amateur. Okay, man. Alright. You know what? Screw you. Here we go. Oh, geez. I'm not sure if I'm ready. He didn't even teach me how to play. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, boy. I'm very scared of this man. Oh, no. We tied. Okay. Anyway, here we go again. Rock. No! Stop copying me. Whoa, you did rock too. Not bad. Now, oh, God. Paper. Ah, he got me. No, there goes my gold. So I'm glad we got the RPS hero badge. Oh yeah, I forgot. Here, take some of my homemade aqua salt. Literally, like, just people. I used my special fertilizer in it, so it should work real well. Ha ha ha. It's just aqua salt. So you might be noticing there's some little lines between the stuff when I run around. This is part of the duck station geometry correction. So while it makes the geometry look nice, it looks like in movement, though, it kind of has its own little side effects. So the main thing that it solves is, if you notice the wobbling of textures. So this is it with it on, so textures don't wobble, but if I take it off, notice how the textures wobble. So geometry correction essentially helps with that, but some games don't like it too much, partly because it's like, oh, well, it wants to wobble in some games. So we could turn that off for now. There's a person I'm looking for. Oh, wait. How could Alice go and get married to that musclehead Timothy? I loved her since I was a baby. Makes me laugh all the time. I'm like, who the hell is this kid? What in the world? Since I was a baby, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to live? Ah! Like, what in the world? This is a specially made scene with the camera angle and everything. Life would be so unfair. Like, who are you? Woe is me. Why you're a kid? Why would you? Is he an isekai protagonist? Like, what is going on there? Oh, hello there, Faye. Come to think of it, it's already been quite a while since you first came to our village. I take it you still don't remember anything prior to coming here, though. It must be terrible not knowing your true identity and all. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being rude. Please don't take it the wrong way. Okay, yeah, and then she says the same thing. I'm just gonna run away so her text disappears. Now, I think it's this person down here. There's an old person who says something very like, whoa, what the heck? The town may be hidden away deep within the mountains without anything else, but I still love it, Lahan. Okay, so it wasn't you. These are some kids that get feelings that early. It's kind of sad. I know, right? I mean, look, I don't blame him. Alice is pretty, okay? Alice is really pretty. I love her design. She's really cute. But that poor kid is gonna have problems later. Oh, here's the bar I was looking for. Oh my gosh. So I love this place because there's some interesting characters here. Young one, beware. I can see it. There is a dark and icy wind that blows where you're going. A wind that nurtures grief and resentment, inviting death, from which there is no salvation. No one will be able to escape from it, but you, and only you, must eventually face up to that dark wind. Just kidding. I've always wanted to try saying something like that. Did I scare you? I'm really sorry. So, please keep in mind, all old people, what they say in here is 100% true. So, you'll see in a lot of JRPGs, they go, oh yeah, I don't know, there was like a UFO or something, but oh, I'm just crazy, ignore me, I'm just a crazy old man. If they say that, they're actually telling you the truth, and they're brushing it off because yes, they would sound crazy, but they're actually telling you the truth. They know what they saw. So this guy, instead of believing what others say, you should follow your own path. After all, your fate will be what you make of it. But, do you want to hear my prediction again? Yeah, from the top. Oh good, that's the spirit. Well, here goes. Are you ready? Yeah, so they let you see it again, because if you played the game the second time, this is very vague. Very, very vague. But, this right here, the wind nurtures grief and resentment, inviting death from which there is no salvation. This is the line that he's referring to, probably in, well, with the pace we're going at, probably in 2 hours from now. I would say an hour. Naturally, like, anyone who's playing this game at normal RPG speed would see this happen in an hour, possibly. And then it also is a reoccurring theme. Oh, and he's also talking about, like, midway into the game, like, kind of Disc 2, sort of, Disc 1, Disc 2, around that area. Alright, but yeah, a lot of these old people will say some really real stuff, and then they'll say, oh, it's just a joke, though. Or, oh, don't listen to me. Have you heard the latest rumors? It's said that in the southern desert of Ave, there's buried treasure all over the place. There's hundreds of people who are trying to strike it rich by digging everywhere. A single strike could make you totally rich. And also if they're in a bar. But then again, you never can tell how much of... Okay, so after what I just said, they'll go, oh, but don't listen to me. I'm just some crazy person in the bar. Listen to them. In life, it sounds too good to be true. It usually is. Bah, he's a freaking liar. Hey, how's it? Hey, it's Faye. How's it going? I ain't got any drinks for kids, you know. So come back when you're older, all right? Bro, Faye's like... He's like, wait, isn't his age in the stat screen? Faye, wait. No, Faye, wait. Faye age Xenogears. He's 18, bro! He's 18! What are you talking about? Is 21 your thing, or is it 25? What's old? What's old for this village? What did they decide on? What did the village chief say is an adult? Apparently Faye's not an adult in their eyes. Wow. South of here is the Black Moon Forest. If you can make it through there, you'll come to Ave, the great land of fire. I shouldn't be wasting my time here in this little country village. Why, I ought to go to Ave and work there. Beautiful woman and good liquor. If I work hard enough, I'll be rich in no time. Haha, wouldn't that be good? Legal age in Lahad is 21, apparently. Well, okay, it's 18 in Canada, so... Wait, no, actually, it's like, isn't it... I don't know if they changed it. I could have sworn it was actually 16 over there. Maybe I'm wrong. It was 16 where I lived in Canada, though. No, wait, no, I first... It was that wasn't Manitoba, that was... Oh, where was that? There was a place where it was like 16 or something. But yeah, age of drinking is all over the place. I guess, you know, it's funny because the age of drinking got bumped up in some places in the States, for instance. So, you know, I guess Lahan was ahead of them. Lahan was ahead of its time. Oh my, welcome, Faye. You want to have some fun? I give the best service in... What? Hey, Ellen, quit teasing the innocent kid. I forgot about this. Yeah, I know. It's just a joke, you blockhead. I doubt it. Why would he tell you anything? He's got sharp hearing. Wait, are you telling me? He's like, oh, hey, Faye, you want a little... Can I show you a good time? I can show you a good time. He's like, hey, pipe down over here. He's got sharp hearing. Anyway, maybe next time, okay, Faye, I'll be waiting. Wow, I'm a cougar. There you go, Faye. Oh my god. I mean, Faye's a handsome guy. What can they say, right? You got a problem with me? Yeah, like, drinking at midday? How can I not be drinking? Damn it! You got a problem, boy? No, go for it. Yeah, I hate drunks. Drinking won't help matters. Actually, wait. So I'm gonna save state because I think the choice here actually gets locked out. I want to show you each of these because they're all interesting in their own right. I think the won't help matters one actually has a lot of meaning. But we'll go with, yeah, I hate drunks. Ha! The feeling's mutual. I hate nosy people. Since we both hate each other, why don't you just leave me alone then, eh? Nobody knows. In the depths of the sea, oh my god. So, I'm remembering this one again, but this one's referencing, not a mermaid, but just a song, funny enough, in the game. It's not some dream, you idiots. Actually, no, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. There's also some truth to that, too. So, I'm gonna reload so we can see the other one. No, go for it. Ha ha ha, I like you, boy. Now go away and leave me alone. And then he says the same thing. But I think it was the drinking won't help matters. Shut up, what do you know? You don't know how I feel. I wouldn't want you to know, damn it. No, wait up, boy. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying, like, this one has a lot of meaning to him, surprisingly. I'll give you this. Take it. So when you look out for him, what is that? I have no use for it. Don't worry about it. Just take it. Nobody knows in the depths of the sea, a teardrop shed by a mermaid. Receive the mermaid tear. So, the very thing he was talking about He actually possesses, and he's like, oh, no one knows about this. It's legend, whatever. And he literally has it. He has the very thing of myth. And this is also an important item later, if I remember correctly. So now we have a mermaid tier, and we also have the RPS badge, one of the most important items in the game. Actually, it's not spoiler what the RPS badge gives you, but just to remember the name, let's see, where is it? Okay, what do you do with the RPS badge? I'm trying to remember who I was supposed to give it to. I could have sworn it was like this guy called Big Joe. We'll get to him soon. Actually not for a while, but soon. Yeah, you trade it later for some rare but soon to be purchasable items. Oh, right. But you could still, like, if you manage to get it, it's actually really nice to get early. What else? And then as for the mermaid tier is very important too. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. Yes, this one's actually pretty decent, the item you get from it, because there's nothing else really like it. Essentially, you get an item that increases your ether defense and ether by +10, and you can combine that with the ether doubler and just be absolutely broken. I wouldn't need anything else if I could live together with my family, just the three of us. Why can't men understand something so simple? Oops. I was like, okay, I didn't mean to interact with that a second time. Oh, kitty. And then there's this girl over here. Hi there, Faye. Did you know that beyond the Black Forest lies the great kingdom of Ave? It's got a big capital city with lots of people living there. My father is working summer in Ave. Soon my father is going to come back, come pick Mother and me up so we can all live together in Ave. Oh, Father, please come home soon. So I'm also recording these moments. I'm going to be uploading a smaller bite size of this stream. Of just, like I said, the important moments, or the moments I think are important to keep note of. Because, you know. And with all the stuff in between that I'll be cutting out, what I record here will help transition to what comes later. Oh, good, Faye. You ready to talk? As soon as you know, as you know, tomorrow's finally the day of my sister's wedding. So what I want to talk to you about is exactly that, Alice's marriage. Faye, to be perfectly honest with you, I've always wished you could have been my brother. It's still not too late. You could go steal Alice and run off with her. Shout out to the Highlights View crew, yeah. If you need me to help, I'd be glad to. It may be odd for me to say this, but my sister's beautiful and a good cook. And this is just between you and me, but she's well endowed too. Yeah. Like, what the heck, man? That's your freaking sister. Why? You're like, what? Wait, actually, we could see his age. I think his age is actually Dan Xenogears' age. How old is this kid? No, they did it. Oh, they put just 99XX. So we actually don't know how old he literally is. But it says age child. Why is this child telling... I really don't like this forehead gremlin. No, I don't like him. No one likes him. Everyone universally who has played Xenogears hates this freaking kid right here. And you'll know why, but he's also the framework for the character known as Alan in Xenosaga. And as I go through this game, you'll see that when we get to Disc 2. I won't say any more than that, but he, in my opinion, judging by the color and design and there's certain weird things about this character that I feel inspired Alan and Xenosaga. They're very different characters, but they have very similar resolutions. Resolutions, not beginnings. The beginnings are completely different, but the way the effect that they're meant to have on the player is rather interesting. But I still think there's a thing I have to say about this that I agree with Resonant Archon, and that's that I can't say yet. You'll find out soon. Forehead. No, his forehead is the least important part. What is up with this kid? Oh, and then he does his his little punch, you know. So come on, go for it. Let's do it. That's crazy. What should I say, Bryn? What should I say? Tell me, man. What should I say to this kid? Should we agree? Like, yo, let's just steal with Alice. Let's steal off with her. You know, screw Timothy. He may be our best friend, but we deserve her more. Or should we be like, dude, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. We can't do that to Timothy. Timothy's my bro. He's my man. He's my chill bro. That's crazy? Okay. Hey, what are you talking about, Dan? Timothy and Alice are both my best friends. You know I can't do that. Exactly, don't screw with that romance. It's so, it's wrong. You can't do that to them. After what they've done it's... Anyway, this is gonna get really interesting later as well. Yeah, I know that. Well, if you're gonna be like that... But if you change your mind, come and talk to me. And he goes, yeah! He does a little fist pump thing. Actually, wait, what happens if we do talk to him again? So, Faye, you up to it? Quit being foolish! And then we get a repeat of what he said before. Okay, I'll at least like pause here so we can... Why, hello, Faye. Have you come to visit our Alice? She's upstairs right now. I put the recording back on here because I was like, oh, well, you know, we don't need to worry about the person in front. But doesn't time fly? It's already been 10 years since my brother and his wife passed away. We did our best to raise 2 children in their place. But now, so Alice only has an aunt. Timothy has his uncle, it seems like. But now, as far as Alice is concerned, I can finally say my job is done. Because we saw Timothy's uncle. I don't recall seeing Timothy's dad. I know Timothy will take good care of her from now on. Now all that's left is Dan. I'm going to have a hard time raising him to adulthood. Yeah, I don't blame her. Alright. So, major moment. Hello, Alice. Was that your wedding dress? Oh, hey, you startled me. Yes, it is. I just finished it. It took more work than I expected. You did a great job there. It'll look wonderful on you, Alice. Congratulations. Thank you. Hey, I'm Faye. What is it? Oh, nothing. I see. So they're having this weird, awkward silence moment. Oh, yes, that's right. Faye, have you seen Dan? Yeah, he's outside bragging as always. That kid. I just told him that I had an errand for him to run. Oh yeah? What kind of errand? It's for my wedding ceremony tomorrow. I was hoping you could go borrow the camera and some lights from Dr. Uzuki up on the mountain peak. So Uzuki, you might recognize that last name from Xenosaga. Guess what? They're not really related. There's no relation between the two. They just thought to use the name again. If that's, well, but they do reference they still do reference Dr. Uzuki in like Xenogears, but in Xenosaga, but in a really weird way. It's more just reference, cameo, fighting style, not so much like actual relation. There's zero relation. If that's all it is, I'll be glad to do it for you. And the reason I say that is because, spoilers, I can't say why. Spoilers for Xenogears. Could you? Oh, but I couldn't possibly. Don't worry, it's no problem. Anyway, it doesn't exactly make me feel comfortable having Dan handle such delicate instruments. So did you see that? You see that? It's too delicate. Why Dan is just a problem? Clearly, I'm just joking. But no, he really is. Okay, sort of not. Anyway, what's more, I might have a chance to eat some of Yui's cooking if I go to Doc's place. That's my Faye. Well, now I'll go up there now and get them for you. Oh, Faye, wait. Huh? Is there something else you want me to get from Satan? I mean, Shitan. Yeah, here's another thing. It's Shitan. Some people go Satan, some people go Satan, and then there's people who go like... I've heard really weird pronunciations. It's Shitan. You can see it in not only the Japanese text and the debug menu, but Shitan is a reference to the devil. You'll understand why I'm bringing that up eventually. But Shitan, the devil. Oh, 666. The devil, the number of the devil. You know, just remember that. Remember that. No, it's not that. Huh? Faye, have you ever thought about things this way? If you had only been born in this village, and if we had only known each other earlier on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh, it's nothing, I'm sorry. Well, I think I'd better get going now! Oh, that is some dangerous words you're saying, Alice. Be careful on that mountain path, and give my regards to Dr. Uzuki. So, if you happen to notice now, so maybe Dan is quite related to Alice, and that they feel the same way about this. Maybe Faye is meant for Alice. Is this fate? I feel so foolish. Who am I kidding? Like, she feels it, he feels it, Timothy's just complete. But see, the thing is, they're stuck by tradition. You know, like, Faye is technically still, he's still a stranger to the village. Everyone has been here their whole lives, except Faye. So, Faye, you up to it? No, we're not up to it. Though, okay, maybe we'll just... After what she said, should we see what he has to say to us actually being like, yeah, let's do it? Should we just appease him? Appease this forehead child? I still can't believe he's a child. It's so weird. Why would they make him this way? Someone has to interview Takahashi again and ask him, like, why was he a forehead child? Why did you make him like that? Did we do it, Bryn? Right, so yeah, it's not gonna affect anything really, but let's do it! Alright, Dan, you've got it. I guess I'll just go sweep Alice away and make a run for it. Really? I knew I liked you, Faye. That's the spirit. But if only it was that easy. It's not like we can change their feelings. And you would need to have love for her too. But I'm not gonna forget this, Faye. You were really willing to go that far to help me. Faye, you're a good guy. So, yes, no, he knows that, like, he's at least mature enough to realize that that's not really a good idea. It's wrong. It's just morally wrong. It's morally incorrect. So now, oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. But you know what, I can make a save this way, so that works out anyway. So now we're finally gonna see gameplay. I know we spent all this time in the village, but believe it or not, there's 3 people in there, dialogue-wise, absolutely important. Not that you won't find out about it, but you're gonna be biting yourself in the ass like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe that, like they were telling the truth kind of thing. Hey everybody, so I'm stopping the video right here, because it's actually 2 hours long, so I'm breaking that in half at what I feel is an appropriate point. So if you liked it, leave comments, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's discuss down below, about Xenogears and what we saw, all the funny little secrets they put in, how this game was once a Chrono Trigger sequel, etc. And check out the next video. That's going to be starting kind of funny because I have to retroactively do this, but see you around.